Arsenal to kick off.
This is a match nobody wants to miss. So let's join our commentators Andy Gray and John Motson.
There's a wonderful atmosphere inside the ground with this packed crowd.
Oh, you could cut the atmosphere with a knife, John.
Kick-off.
Hello and welcome. You join us just in time for this match between Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspur. London the setting for today's game, and I hope you're looking forward to this as much as we are. We're all set for the kick-off then, and your match commentators today are Andy Gray and John Motson.
Yes, this may be a friendly game, but come kick-off, there won't be anything friendly about the match, of course.
Glad you could join us in time for our live match, which today is between Tottenham Hotspur and Arsenal. Time to join our commentators then, John Motson and Mark Lawrenson.
A full ground here today and plenty of atmosphere being created by this crowd. Mark Lawrenson is with me.
This match has everything, John. Past matches between these two have been more like wars, and I'm sure this one will be every bit as action.
The crowd's in place here for the friendly match between Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspur. Time for the kickoff now. Here's Phil Shane, and he's with Julie Foudy.
Great to be here as always, Randy Hahn. Julie is beside me, ready for the kickoff.
Yes, an interesting game in prospect here, Phil.
Here we are then for the friendly match between Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspur. Just making a few notes next to me is our co-commentator for today's game, Mark Lawrenson.
These two sides, huge rivals of course, and this will be a real tussle. Expect them to start this at 100 miles an hour and get quicker.
And the match underway. Hello, I'm John Motson. Welcome to this friendly, which is promising to be anything but between Tottenham Hotspur and Arsenal. Well, someone must like him. Here again is Andy Gray.
Thanks, John. Well, the pitch is going to get muddy if it continues to rain. There are huge drops of rain.
Hello, John Motson here. Let's hope they play with freedom in this friendly. Well, we've been blessed with the presence of Ali McCoist today.
Yes, thanks, John. Very excited about this. Well, we've been spoiled with this beautiful weather, and it isn't too hot. I'd just about say almost perfect playing conditions.
Well, thanks, Ali. Let's see what happens then. John Motson here with a friendly that will give both managers the chance to try out some new formations and tactics. And now we hear from Ali McCoist.
Yeah, this should be a good game, John. I'm looking forward to this one. I think these two teams in the past have served us up a couple of crackers.
Well, it's your commentary team of John Motson and Ali McCoist inside the stadium again today. We're used to covering matches with lots at stake, leagues and cups and European games, etc., but not today.
Well, reading the press reports beforehand, John, and certainly looking at the crowd that have turned up, I think it's not be-all and end-all that any side win, because there isn't any 3 points at stake. But in terms of morale and indeed prestige and indeed confidence throughout the team, it's very important you put on a good show, and of course winning games are always nice.
Yeah, well, both managers...
Day for the fans in particular. They're the ones who've got to face rival supporters at work and school tomorrow. Today's game is all about bragging rights.
I always loved derbies, loved playing in them, and since I've retired, loved watching them. But I tell you what, it'll take more than guts, it'll take more than fighting each other. It'll take a bit of talent to win this game today.
Away we go then.
I'm Martin Tyler, and there are 3 teams on the match today. There are 2 teams on the pitch and a couple of us playing as a team up in the commentary box. Of course, it's Andy Gray with me.
Well, let's hope the other 2 teams perform as well as we will today, son.
Well, it's interesting to see these 2 teams brought together in the context of a so-called friendly, but there's plenty of rivalry and there's a lot of good talent out there, and talent that likes to win.
Yeah, I think that's the important thing. It might be a friendly, Martin, but at the end of the day, does any of these 2 teams want to be defeated? Do they want to lose? No, they don't.
Tonight's match, Arsenal against Tottenham Hotspur. Now here's the starting 11 for Arsenal.
Hello, once again, I'm Martin Tyler, and this is the Emirates Stadium. Again, I'm Martin Tyler, and this is the Emirates Stadium. Hi there once again, Martin Tyler along with Andy Gray, and we're in a rivalry, Andy, that we know only too well, Arsenal against Tottenham.
Fantastic games. I think these derby matches between these 2, they always get you excited, they always get you at it. There's always that intensity that we associate with derby matches.
Oh, we're delighted. Martin Tyler and Andy Gray here for the North London derby. The North London derby. Arsenal against Tottenham, Andy.
Yeah, I think it's very much a London fixture. But I tell you what, Tottenham intend to make it a more national one.
Hi there, I'm Martin Tyler. Alan Smith is with me. Should have a fine game for you today. The game today, Tottenham against Arsenal. Tell us what you think about this Arsenal team, Alan.
Well, they haven't been quite at it so far. They're in mid-table, and that's a disappointment. I look at the performances of some of their players, and they haven't been able to reach the levels that you would expect from them.
Scott McBeanie is the man with the whistle.
Hello once again, I'm Martin Tyler, and this is the Emirates Stadium. And our match today, Arsenal against Tottenham.
Two teams high up in the table, a chance for one of them, if they can get a win today, to push on and maybe challenge the really top teams in this division.
The referee for this match is Grant Lindham.
Welcome to EA Sports live coverage of the Barclays Premier League. It's a North London derby. Derbies don't come any bigger than this. It's Arsenal against Tottenham Hotspur. Of course, the lights are beaming down this evening. Let's cross straight to the Emirates. Here's your commentary team, Martin Tyler and Alan Smith.
Hello once again, I'm Martin Tyler, and this is the Emirates Stadium. Well, this is a match that has a rivalry that's, I think, fairly bitter. You would be very close to it as a former Arsenal player, Alan, but it goes back to the days when Arsenal actually moved from south of the River Thames into Tottenham territory, and that's been handed down by the Tottenham fans from generation to generation. They do not like Arsenal.
No, they don't. You could say that. Always special. Even in the week leading up to it, you reminded it, as an Arsenal or Spurs player, you can't afford to lose this one.
It's amazing with the move from Highbury to the Emirates that since that's happened, there's been no trophy for Arsenal.
Well, they've had to use their resources to pay off the stadium, haven't they? And that's probably restricted them a bit on the pitch, which has been a disappointment to the fans. But hopefully now they're coming out the other side and we'll see some success.
Scott McBeanie is the man with the whistle. Arsenal to kick off.
Welcome to EA Sports live coverage of the Barclays Premier League. It's a North London derby. They are the fiercest of rivals, Tottenham Hotspur against Arsenal. Let's cross to White Hart Lane then now, the home of Tottenham Hotspur. The floodlights are blazing down in this part of North London, and a great atmosphere is absolutely guaranteed. Here's your commentary team, Martin Tyler and Alan Smith.
Hi there, I'm Martin Tyler. With me today, Alan Smith, and we've got A match from the Barclays Premier League for you.
Yep, thanks Martin. Delighted to be here, as I always am for these occasions.
I just wonder, as we look ahead to another North London derby, whether Tottenham have concentrated too much on trying to catch up with Arsenal, rather than just play the season as it is, and if they finish above Arsenal, well, great, that's happened because they've had a good season.
Well, that's right. We quite often talk about a shift in power, or what we see might be a shift in power at the start of the season, but it hasn't quite happened yet, has it?
This is today's Tottenham Hotspur team. Hugo Lloris starts in goal. Danny Rose starts with Kyle Walker in the full-back positions. Christian Eriksen plays with Eric Lamela looking to provide width. Harry Kane is the main striker today. This is the Arsenal lineup. With Arsenal, Alan, how much did it mean to the club to win the FA Cup in 2014?
Well, it meant a great deal after those 8 barren years that we talked about so often. You know, all Arsenal fans will hope now that it's the beginning of better things.
Mike Dean is the referee. Hi there, I'm Martin Tyler. With me today, Alan Smith, and we've got a match from the Barclays Premier League for you.
Yep, thanks Martin. Delighted to be here, as I always am for these occasions.
I just wonder, as we look ahead to another North London derby, whether Tottenham have concentrated too much on trying to catch up with Arsenal, rather than just play the season as it is, and if they finish above Arsenal, well, great, that's happened because they've had a good season.
Well, that's right. We quite often talk about a shift in power, or what we see might be a shift in power at the start of the season, but it hasn't quite happened yet, has it?
Well, I know I'm looking forward to having a look at these two, Alan. Obviously it's a team game, but they're intriguing individuals, aren't they?
They are, and they don't just play for themselves, which is the satisfying thing. They lift the head if there's a ball to be played, rather than shooting themselves. They will play that ball.
This is the Arsenal lineup. Henacek starts in goal. Per Mertesacker plays with Laurent Koscielny in central defence. Santi Cazorla starts with Mesut Ozil in central midfield. Olivier Giroud is the main striker. This is today's Tottenham Hotspur team. Hugo Lloris starts in goal. Jan Vertonghen plays with Toby Alderweireld as the centre-backs. Moussa Dembele starts with Nasser Chadli in the wide positions. Harry Kane is the main striker today. Alan, I know in your playing days you wouldn't want to talk about Tottenham Hotspur, Arsenal's great rivals, of course, but as a distinguished, impartial broadcaster, where do you see them now in the pecking order? Are they a little bit short still of being a Premier League super club?
Well, I think they are, Martin. It's that glass ceiling that's so hard to break through. It needs a lot of investment. I think they've got a decent chance of doing it, particularly when they get into their new stadium, but, you know, there's a lot of big, powerful clubs ahead of them.
Hi there, everybody. Nice to have you with us. We're here today at White Hart Lane. Alan Smith and myself, Martin Tyler. It is the North London derby. It is Arsenal against Tottenham Hotspur. Great history and so many games, and everyone seems to be a real story in itself.
Yeah, you think back to some really historic battles, don't you? Going back as far as 71 when Arsenal won the title at White Hart Lane. So much history between the two.
I know it's hard for you to talk about White Hart Lane as an Arsenal legend, Alan, but did you enjoy playing here?
Well, when we won, I did, and we won a few times. But you knew you were in enemy territory from the moment you pulled up to the stadium, on the way to the ground, actually. It was great because special games, the North London derbies, and we all used to love playing at this place.
Get the impression with Arsenal, they are a superbly well-run club, and of course they've had the stability of Arsene Wenger for so many years to help give that impression. Do you think that's how we should really look at them closely?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a growing section of fans that have become tired of Arsene Wenger, and they feel there's a need for a change. You can understand that to a certain extent. It's not cheap to go and watch Arsenal these days.
Graham Scott is the match referee today. Spurs have started the first half. Hello again, we're bringing the North London derby to you from the Emirates Stadium, the home of Arsenal. Martin Tyler here along with Alan Smith. Arsenal not quite perhaps the team that they have been 10 years or so ago. Tottenham, on the other hand, making great strides, so it should be pretty close.
Yeah, I think so. Tottenham on the verge of a new era, aren't they, with the prospect of moving into their new ground in the way that Arsenal have done. So, very close affair today, I think.
Number 20, Shadran Mustafi. Number 6,
These two players, perhaps we picked out as the likely candidates to keep a special eye on. Alan Smith.
Well, two excellent attacking players we are treated to seeing. We're really enjoying good seasons, and I'm expecting a bit more of the same today.
Number 9, Alexander.
This is the Arsenal lineup. Petacek starts in goal. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain starts with Kolasinac in the fullback positions. Aaron Ramsey starts with Granit Xhaka in the centre of the park. Alexandre Lacazette is the lone striker today. One thing to look out for from this team today is the way they try and win the ball back within seconds of losing it.
Yeah, and they don't do it individually. They get backed up by a teammate. They hunt in packs, and you've got to do that. You've got to do it with discipline.
Well, it's over a decade now since Arsenal moved from their Highbury home to the brand new Emirates Stadium, which is beginning to write its own history.
Well, I know there are some Arsenal supporters that don't still regard this as home, but you look around and it's a beautiful place to come and watch football.
Our referee is Chris Kavanagh. Hello everybody, I'm Martin Tyler. Alongside me, the familiar voice of Alan Smith.
Yeah, this should be a cracker today, really looking forward to it.
It is the North London derby. It is Arsenal against Tottenham Hotspur. Great history and so many games, and everyone seems to be a real story in itself.
Yeah, you think back to some really historic battles, don't you? Going back as far as 71 when Arsenal won the title at White Hart Lane. So much history between the two.
Seems to have added more goals to his game, Christian Eriksen's always a great creator for others, but he's a marksman in his own right now.
Yeah, such a consistency of performance. That's what any player and any manager is looking for.
If anyone perhaps can change this game and make it into his own image, it would be Mesut Ozil, I think.
I think so. At times he does play at his own pace, but he's just got wonderful ability. He does make the game look simple.
This is today's Tottenham Hotspur team. Hugo Lloris starts in goal. Toby Alderweireld starts with Jan Vertonghen as the centre-backs. Christian Eriksen plays with Dele Alli in the centre of the park. Son Heung-min starts up top with Harry Kane. This is the Arsenal lineup. Bernd Leno starts in goal. Laurent Koscielny starts with Socrates Papastatopoulos in central defence. Eric Mkhitaryan plays with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang out wide. Alexandre Lacazette is the lone striker today. The
two North London clubs squaring up to it.
And a warm welcome. Our venue for this game is the Emirates Stadium in North London. My name is Derek Ray, and with me in the commentary position is the Arsenal legend Lee Dixon. And it's all about action from the Premier League in this case. It's Arsenal up against Tottenham Hotspur.
Yeah, thanks Derek. Should be a good game, this one. I always wanted to start the game on the front foot, fast play, force the opposition to respond. Hopefully we get that from the start of this match.
Number 34.
Well, it's one thing knowing what Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is going to do. It's another thing stopping him. Safe to say he's going to be a key figure in this match, Lee.
Well, nightmare for defenders. They hate pace, but pace and directness, double trouble. He would get the ball and run at you. He commits defenders, drives into space. A real eye for goal as well. A brilliant player.
This is the Arsenal starting 11. Leno gets the nod in goal. David Luiz starts alongside Shkodran Mustafi in central defence. Granit Xhaka plays alongside Dani Ceballos in the centre of the park. And the main forward here is Alex Lacazette. This is the starting lineup for Tottenham Hotspur. Hugo Lloris begins this game in goal. Toby Alderweireld plays alongside Davinson Sanchez in central defence. Giovanni Lo Celso starts with Harry Winks in the engine room. And the main forward today is Lucas. And this head-to-head confrontation is building to a crescendo all week. And very shortly, it will be for real. We have all the action for you live. And hello, wherever you're watching, welcome to North London. I'm Derek Ray, with me for commentary is Lee Dixon, and it's all about action from the Premier League in this case. It is Tottenham Hotspur up against Arsenal.
Cheers, Derek. Yeah, really excited about this one. Looking forward to some entertaining end-to-end football.
Number 4. Toby Alderweireld.
And Lee, there's good reason to believe that Harry Kane's incisive presence could represent the difference today.
Well, he's got amazing finishing ability, and when a player's got that, it means you have to go that extra yard tighter, and when you do that, you leave space behind you, so it puts the defender in two minds.
Number 20, Dele Alli.
And Spurs will go with this starting 11. Pretty well balanced, this formation, Lee.
Yeah, it can be a 4-2-3-1 in the offensive mode, but it can also go back to a 4-5-1 when you're defending. The lone striker will be supported by the three just behind him, especially the number 10 who will be given a free roll. Okay, good game. Thanks. Good game. Good luck.
And so the starting 11 for Arsenal. Bernd Leno stands between the posts. Thomas Partey starts with Granit Xhaka in the centre of the pitch. And the starting role in attack is handed to Alex Lacazette.
Thank you. Enjoy the game.
And now they get the ball. Who would dare predict the outcome of this derby in North London? Two teams who don't particularly like each other. You never know what to expect. Stay tuned. We'll bring you all the action from North London as Spurs face Arsenal.
As we welcome the
You never know what to expect when it comes to a North London derby, and that's what we have to look forward to today, here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I'm Derek Ray. Stuart Robson is next to me, ready to provide expert analysis. Stuart, what should we look forward to?
Well, I think we're going to get a good game. The atmosphere is always hostile whenever these two teams meet. Let's just hope the players can put that to one side and give us a great game today. They're two very good teams.
Number 21, Dejan Kulusevski. Number 10, Harry Kane. And number 7, Son.
Cheers. Good luck.
Introducing the Spurs starting 11.
Well, they've got a good front three and a solid back five, but with only two in midfield, they could get overrun. It'll be interesting to see who comes in to support them, if anybody.
And this is the Arsenal starting 11. Aaron Ramsdale is the goalkeeper. Granit Xhaka plays alongside Martin Ødegaard in central midfield. And the main striker here is Edward Nketiah.
Thank you. Enjoy the game.
An occasion for committed fans and neutrals alike. This is the North London derby, when we expect the unexpected. It's live next on EA TV. Welcome to North London, and no love lost between these two. Arsenal against Tottenham here at the Emirates. Always something to look forward to. I'm Derek Ray, joined for commentary by Stuart Robson. And Stuart, it's a fixture you know very well from your own playing days.
Yeah, absolutely. I played in this game more than any other. And let's get it right. As you mentioned, these two clubs don't like each other. It's as simple as that. And there's a lot at stake today.
Number 35, Alexander Zinchenko. Number 5, Thomas Partey. Number 8, Martin Ødegaard. Number 34, Granit Xhaka. Number 7, Bukayo Saka.
And so the starting 11 for Arsenal. Aaron Ramsdale is the goalkeeper. Martin Ødegaard plays with Thomas Partey in central midfield. And the main forward is Gabriel Jesus. And the starting 11 for Spurs. Hugo Lloris is the goalkeeper. Heung-min Son plays with Dejan Kulusevski out wide. And the focal point in attack today, Harry Kane.
Thank you, Emirates Stadium. Enjoy the game.
A potential